That's the greetings in these parts, and when you come to College Station, Texas, you know that the Aggies are ready to gig 'em. Kyle Field will be swaying and electric for this one. Today, a top 25 matchup on hand, two of college football's premier teams preparing to square off. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. First down here for the offense. The DBs will back off a bit. Using his legs, it's Parrish. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
They're bringing heat. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Dart. Feeling some heat. He makes the connection. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
The sure hands, it's Watkins. Still on his feet at the 45. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. Looking to the big tight end. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now a fresh set of downs.
Keeps those legs churning for 3 yards. He's down at the 9. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Scanning the field, it's Dart. Keeps looking downfield. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. 11th play of this opening drive coming up, but this one, a 3rd and long. Now he's going to break the pocket. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels!
Man, and these hurt because defensively you got them right where you want them. You got them backed up. Got to make him make a play, but you want to make him throw. He doesn't throw because he can do that. Look at him scramble around, make something out of nothing, and run it in for the score.
And the point after is good. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. First down here for the offense. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Quarterback moving. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
He wants to pass it on second down. Fires to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Texas A&M going up tempo. To the air, it's Reed. Showing the arm strength down the left side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And he's brought down after a huge completion. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Off the play fake on first down. Moving out of the pocket. On the run, fires downfield. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. From the red zone, looking for a man. He wants it all. He makes the catch at the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance.
Lets it fly. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better.
Makes the catch. It's Parrish. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Line getting set on second down. Takes the handoff. It's Parrish. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And a great job by the linebacker. You can tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
Looking to throw, it's Dart. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. It's fourth down now, and this likely the final snap before the 2-minute warning. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. On first down, here comes this offense. quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He rifles one deep down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. 2nd and 10 here. He's looking to throw. Going back to the well, another deep ball. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Dart. Got his man out of the backfield. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. These corners going to give these receivers some space. He'll just keep slinging it. Pulls it in. It's Harris. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the 1st. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. They'll lead the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Incomplete, and the defense holds.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Shoots it to the left. He makes a catch.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
Great job to get down with the slide after getting everything you could. Texas A&M going quickly. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
This defense is going to have to make some adjustments here at halftime because they have been taken advantage of deep down the field in the passing game. They've already given up 2 TD passes. That was almost number 3, and we're only in the 1st half.
Give to the back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. Back back to pass, it's Reed. The quick out. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal.
And that's a really good example of the quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the third down, now setting up first and goal.
They'll go to the air. Might be looking to run. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hitting the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. To the air on first down. Pressure is all over him, and he can't get it off. Down he goes, and that'll bring us to the end of the first half. And the Rebels will boot it away to start the second half. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, Ben. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
And if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Catch in the middle, it's Watson. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. Texas A&M going up tempo. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Off play action. A shot toward the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Well, the receiver was double covered on that play, and I don't know if the decision by the QB had to do with the pressure. Because he was hurried, he just had to get rid of that faster than he wanted to. He's lucky he didn't come away with an interception there.
Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Well, I love that play by the defense there. Hanging back, watching the QB's eyes. Great job in coverage on the back end, and then rallying to him when he decided to go try and run for it.
Called the... It's a fake. The kicker wants to throw it. And he grabs it. The fake field goal catches the defense with its pants down, and it's going to be a touchdown. Just textbook execution on the fake field goal, and trickeration equals touchdown.
And we saw them practicing this throughout the week, but when are you going to call it? Are you going to call it? Because you got to have the onions to call it in a big moment. They call it, they convert. What a call by the offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The 1st down sack pushes the ball back for this long 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Dart. Unloads to the wideout. Fires and picked off. Bringing it back. He's inside the 40. Inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Aggie.